All right.
I think the ambiguity in many of these rulings creates a situation whereby, litigants will now start interpreting the law and all of that. But whatever it is, the best place to seek clarity is still the law.
All right.
It's still the law court, not on the streets. And that brings me to my final point, which is as follows. Senator Natasha Akpoti mobilizing street urchins to storm the national...
Who are the street urchins? Dr. Batoya.
Well, I saw some people, behaving like street urchins.
Okay.
Going to the National Assembly, I think it's also wrong. Because within the purview of the law, it amounts to self-help. It amounts to taking the laws into your hands.
Right.
Whatever the interpretation of the law on either side, it does not lie in your powers to enforce the law.
Right. Okay.
If you see any ambiguity, as I've said, resulting from the nature of the ruling, you go back to the same court.
Right.
And I think all of us should operate within the purview of the rule of law, not, resort to self-help, and not mobilize street urchins to enforce whatever our interpretation of the law is.
All right. Before I come to you, I know you want to spit fire. In the meantime...
Trust me now, you're not luring here.
Aisha Yusuf there. You know that she's such a strong advocate, women's rights advocate. Why are you laughing?
A strong street urchin.
No. I never said. I said strong advocate. Go ahead. Rufai on fire.
With due respect, those that followed Natasha, they were not street urchins. They were bold Nigerians that stood for their convictions and what they believe in. Secondly, I'm here with the CTC and it's clear. Let's not dilly dally over this matter. Let's look for empirical facts. Thus, an order is hereby made for the plaintiff to pay a fine in the sum of 5 million naira to the federal government treasury and publish a public apology to the court in 2 dailies on our Facebook page within 7 days to purge herself of contempt. Those are facts on ground. So the apology is not to the Senate. And let's not stop rigmaroling this thing. It's to the courts. I think we've stated that over and over again. After I had to read the CTC. The judgment is clear. As if we want to regule room and we want to act funny. When we want to do a K, we act funny. The judgment, the same judgment that stated, let's read it together, please. I have the CTC here. I like to talk to facts. The same judgment that stated this, that to suspend a member of a period of 6 months to a suspension of 180 days and the same number of days, and the member is expected to sit in the House representing the people, that I find excessive and overreaching, noting that it will prevent a member from complying with Section 63. And she further said, I am of the opinion that the Senate has the power to review the provisions of the Senate rules and even amend them, act both for being excessive and overreaching. So the facts are clear.
All right.
So I think based on this, she went there to assert herself.
Is it the last
and it's
day?
not
Was
a
it
bad
the last day of sitting?
Yeah, because they are going on recess.